Hello friends, it's Emmy B. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. In today's video, I am going to be opening up and trying on all the products that I got in my Jaclyn Cosmetics. This was her Valentine's Day, or like her Valentine's mystery box launch. I got the self-love starter kit, which was like $35. It came with the gloss, the lipsticks, and one of the like eyeshadow things, or like glimmer toppers I think is what it's called, and a highlighter. I have already opened this and I know what colors I got and everything, and that's why I have my makeup like partially done right now, because I'm gonna try these on for you. And so yeah, first we're gonna dive into the products themselves. I'm gonna swatch everything for you, try everything on, and then I'm going to talk about my experience purchasing from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and sort of the like controversies surrounding her brand, and everything like that, and just kind of give some of my opinions, but I'm going to leave those towards the end in case you don't care about those. And right now we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the products. So, again, it's a big box, and you open it up, and the inside looks like this. I will say right off the bat, I'm sort of disappointed that the box is so big for just these little products in here. Like the box could have been half of this size. Like, I know that they wanted to add like these fun things in here, but I think especially in a time when everyone's trying to be a bit more environmentally conscious, I think that like, because this is not a box that I'll ever reuse, so I wish that the box could have just been like smaller, and not like so much wasted space. So, but that was my like the first thing that I kind of noticed. But first we've got the Jaclyn Cosmetics highlighter. I believe there were two shades, and I got the shade Flurries, which I believe is the darker of the two shades, which is sort of disappointing because I am so fair. Like, I'm usually like the first or second shade in most foundation lines, and so the fact that I got kind of the darker of the two is a little bit disappointing, but it is to be expected because it is a mystery box, so you don't know ahead of time and you can't pick what colors you're gonna get. So I was hoping I would get the lighter of the two, but I ended up getting the darker one, which I think will still work for my skin, but just not the one that I preferred. But this is the packaging, the cardboard packaging, and you open it up and it has a mirror, which is actually pretty cool, and it's got some plastic covering it, so let me take that out. And this is what the product looks like on the inside. It looks really champagne-y, like in the carton, couldn't think of the word. But when you swatch it, it's actually quite gold. It's got quite a like good amount of gold in it, which again is not something that I really like. I think that white highlighters, like the kind of icy highlighters, personally, I think that they look better on my skin tone, rather than the super gold highlighters. But I mean, look at that reflect. It is definitely really pretty, but you can see like here when it's not shining, I think it might be slightly dark on my skin, but it's still beautiful. And even if it is too dark on my skin, I have never tried it on my skin, so I'm going to try it on for you guys in just a minute. I can still use it as an eyeshadow because this would be like a beautiful like inner corner shade. So the next product in the box is the I'm So Lit loose glimmer powder. This is the packaging. By the way, I love this packaging. This like red to black, and it's got little like dots all over it. I think that it's honestly, the packaging itself is beautiful. And then this is what the actual powder looks like. It's actually like a pretty decent size. I believe that you can use this as like an eyeshadow or a face highlight or a like body highlight. I think this is sort of like a universal type of like could be used anywhere type of powder. I do like this packaging, like of this product. I will say though that because it's like the shiny, you like leave fingerprints on it really easily, which is kind of a bummer, but it's still really stunning. And this actually looks very similar to the new JLo packaging that just came out. Does anyone else notice that, like with the like acrylic bottom? But yeah, that's the first thing I thought of when I opened this, was I was like, huh, this looks familiar. And then I remembered about the new JLo launch. So you open it and it has a little stopper. I'm going to take out the little, good Lord. Okay, I just peeled out the thing. I have not ever, like I don't even really know what color this is. It also looks like this is a gold. I just poured some in the cap and now I'm getting it on the back of my hand. Yeah, this is definitely another gold. So here's the highlighter, and then this is the shade I'm So Lit, loose like glimmer powder. They're kind of similar, although the glimmer powder definitely has like glitter in it, like kind of big pieces of chunky glitter. This is definitely more bronze, where this is definitely more gold. But it's kind of hard to see on camera, but in person, this is more of like your typical highlighter, like shimmer, and this is definitely like a glittery color. So I'm going to be putting this on my eyes, and then like finish up my eyeshadow and stuff like that, but I'm just gonna finish up getting through the rest of the box and then I'll do my makeup. And then the last two products in the box, well, I mean, it's technically 4 products, but so it's the liquid lip set and the glitter gloss. The glitter gloss is in the shade 24 Karat. Let me pull this out. And this is the packaging right here. It has the Jaclyn logo, and it's got this really pretty like chrome red square top. Again, it is like it leaves all the fingerprints, which isn't my favorite. Ow, these edges are actually kind of sharp, so beware. But ooh, this has a good scent. This has like a scent from my childhood. Oh, it has like almost like a weird mint. It's not mint, but I feel like the thing, it's like some sort of candy scent that maybe used to be mint. I don't remember. It smells really good though. So it's got a nice like doe foot applicator. It actually doesn't really pick up a ton of product like on the doe foot applicator, which to each their own. That's, I mean, I don't really care either way. So I'm just going to swatch this right here. So looks like really nice and glossy. Does kind of have a little bit of a gold like a tint to it, and it's definitely got gold reflex in it, but it looks nice and shiny, so I'll try that on over the lipsticks when I try them all on for you guys. And then in the lipstick bundle, we've got Clingy, Committed, and Boy Bye. These are matte liquid lipsticks. The first one, Clingy, this is like a really pretty bright red. Let me swatch it. So that one is Clingy. It looks, these don't really have a scent. It looks very much like an orange red. It's still shiny right now because I just swatched it, obviously. But this one looks very orangey red. I think this might be the one that I put on for this look. And then we've got the next one, which is Committed. This one looks more like a true red, maybe a bit darker than a true red, yeah. Although, I think it might be a true red. It is this one right here. Yeah, that's definitely like the very standard like blue toned red right here. It looks beautiful. I know my husband's gonna be just psyched. He loves it when I wear red lipstick. Now I've got 3 different shades. So, and then the last one is called Boy Bye. And this is like a very dark, almost like vampy, it's this top one right here. Got a lot of like brown in it almost. And yeah, this is like a really, I feel like this is like the very stereotypical like grungy fall like reddish lipstick. But it also looks like it has hints of berry in it as well. So yeah, I'm excited about all of these. I'm going to go ahead and wear Clingy right now, and then once it dries, I'll tell you guys how it feels, and then I'll put the gloss on over top and see how I like that. And then I'm going to put on the highlighter and the glimmer powder, do the rest of my makeup, and I'll be right back to tell you guys what I think. Blinding. Absolutely blinding. This is crazy. I don't normally wear highlighter this intense, but it's always nice to have one on hand for sure. So now I'm gonna go in with the lipstick, and I'm not gonna use a lip liner just because I want to see how the lipstick performs like on its own, if it's going to feather or anything. I also don't have any lip liners that match this color, but I probably wouldn't have used a lip liner anyway. I don't really like to line my lips because my lips are already so small, and sometimes I feel like lining my lips actually makes them look smaller, which I know it's not supposed to. That's just how I feel personally. But anyway, let's go ahead and put this on. Very bright. Okay, after 500 years of trying to get this lipstick on, it's finally on. I now understand why people use lip liners because this was so hard to, okay, first it was really easy. Like the doe foot applicator is really nice. Sorry, I have an itch on my nose. The doe foot applicator is really nice, and everything was like gliding on really nice. It is a really thin formula, and it actually feels pretty comfortable on the lips. It is maybe a tad drying. I already have pretty dry lips, and so it does feel a little bit like a tad drying. Like, I'll get a little bit closer and you can kind of see like the lines in my lips and stuff like that. But it feels pretty comfortable, much more comfortable than other liquid lipsticks I've worn. It's a beautiful color. I feel like it looks great. I really like it. But without a lip liner on, it's pretty hard to work around your edges. And because I have small lips, like my edges are not defined on the bottom and then super defined on the top. So definitely recommend a lip liner. But it feels pretty, like, it doesn't even really feel like I have anything on my lips. Like I said, it is slightly drying, but yeah, I don't really feel anything on my lips. Let's go ahead and do the classic kiss test. There's nothing, so it's definitely transfer proof. And then let's go ahead and throw the gloss on over top and see how it looks. Okay, so the gloss, I can't really say that I'm a fan of. It smells nice and like it definitely looks super pretty on camera, but it is thick. It is too thick. It was hard to put on. So I like went to go swipe it and expected like a nice like glidey sort of gloss. And like the doe foot like dragged across my lip. So I didn't really love that. It feels good. Like I don't feel any of the glitters or anything like that like on my lips, like when I rub them together or anything. It does have a slight taste, but it's the same kind of taste as like what the smell is, so it tastes good. And also my doe foot applicator got really red, which like, yeah, is going to happen. But then also like when I dipped it back in, I don't know if you can see, like the gloss is now pink on the inside. And so yeah, I just don't know how I feel about this gloss. I think this gloss might be good like on its own. I don't know how I feel about it over like lipstick though, because it was so hard to get on. And like I just spent all this time perfecting this lip, and now I feel like my lip is kind of weird in some spots because I really had to work this across like my lips. Okay, and then so for the other two products, the highlighter, as you can see, is beautiful. It's stunning. I don't think that it's too dark for my skin tone. It definitely is gold, but I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. I think it's good for me to step out of my comfort zone and look into things that aren't just pearl white highlighters. So I'm excited for the highlighter. I think it's beautiful. It's way more vibrant and a lot more intense than some of my other highlighters. So highlighter I really like. I hope she comes out with more colors in her permanent line, because I think that I would definitely pick up some other colors. So the glimmer powder, I don't know how I feel about this. You can't, let me get it real close so that you can kind of see it on my eyes. It's just that little, well, glimmer that's on my eyes. Even though it looks really gold, it provided no pigment, nothing. And so I'm not really sure how I feel about it. It definitely got everywhere, so this is something that you would definitely want to use like before you put on your foundation if you were going to use this. Like the glitter fell all over my face. It was pretty easy to wipe away, but still that's kind of one of those things. I think if you wanted to use this as like really anything other than just an eyeshadow topper, you would need to use like some sort of glitter glue, and maybe even then you would need to use a glitter glue like just as an eyeshadow topper. It just was kind of lackluster in my opinion. Like I feel like it just didn't really add anything to this look, which maybe that's how this is supposed to be. One thing I do kind of wish, like because this was a mystery box, like we didn't know anything about these products and how they're supposed to perform. And since the launch, Jaclyn has not come like on her Instagram or anything and explained how things are supposed to work. Maybe this is supposed to be just a really light like glitter on the eyes or wherever you choose to use it. But if that's the case, I don't really know if this is a product that I would continue to pick up. I'll have to get a glitter glue because I don't have one and try it then and see if I like it. And when I do that, I'll like update the description box and let you guys know what I think of it. But right now, it's not my favorite. So love the highlighter. This I'm gonna have to play around with, but as of right now, it's kind of a the lipsticks are beautiful. I'm only wearing the orange one, so I haven't tried on the other two colors, but if they're the same formula, which it felt like they were on the back of my hand, I'm sure that they're beautiful. The doe foot applicator was actually really easy to work with, which was really nice. I would recommend lining your lips since these are really intense colors. And especially if you have small lips like me, it's really easy to mess up on those things. So, but the lipsticks are definitely good. They were transfer proof. They were pretty easy to put on. They packed a lot of pigment and you couldn't really feel them on the lips. They were a tiny bit drying, but it is a liquid lipstick, so what do you expect? And it definitely wasn't as drying as other liquid lipsticks that I've tried in the past. Okay, and lastly, the gloss. This is another one that I'm gonna have to play around with. I don't like it on top of like a lipstick. I just think that it was way too hard to swipe onto my lips, and it ended up disrupting the product underneath it and kind of made my lines a little bit wonky. And like I just feel like I have other lip glosses that glide a lot easier for when I'm trying to put it on top of another product, where I didn't really feel like this one did that for me. So I think it'll be a great gloss. Like you can definitely see that it is like nice and like juicy and glossy looking, but I just don't think it's for me for like over lipstick product. I think that this will be a gloss that I wear just on its own. So yeah, that's my little try on and a review of the products that I received in the mystery box. And then real quickly, I just wanted to touch on the brand as a whole and the launch of the products. So I know that a lot of people were really upset because the products sold out before the launch even went live. So it went live 11 p.m. or 11 a.m. Pacific time, and I live in Arizona, and in the winter we're on Mountain Standard Time, I think, and in the summer we're on Pacific time because Arizona doesn't observe the time change. So California was an hour behind, and so for me it was 12 o'clock that they went live, or that they were gonna go live instead of 11. And I refreshed the site at 11:58, and I was able to get into the site and was able to purchase my product. I barely waited in line at all, and I immediately was put in a queue, and then maybe 30 seconds later was taken out of the queue, put in all of my information, hit buy, and I had checked out before 12 o'clock even hit. And so I know that that really upset a lot of people, because when a brand says that it's coming out at 11 o'clock and then it ends up coming out at 10:58, I mean, I don't know. I'm the type of person where I have been a part of other big launches where the same things have happened, where it goes live at 10:57 when it's supposed to go live at 11 o'clock. But I think what the issue was that there wasn't enough stock to even last those 3 minutes that it was live on the site. And so I know that a lot of people were really mad about that, but I think it's just kind of one of those things that it is what it is. I don't really know what else to say about that. As far as buying from Jaclyn Cosmetics, after everything that's happened, she had the horrible lipstick launch, and then she came back with a really good highlighter launch, and then she didn't launch anything, and then she came out with a mystery box. I do know that it is pretty weird, the order of events that she took, but I know that she did explain it on her Instagram story that COVID hit and they didn't launch anything. I don't know if that's because they chose not to launch anything, or if they couldn't launch anything because of shipping and manufacturing and stuff like that got pushed back, or what. But I do think that it was sort of a weird move to come out with this mystery box, because like I was saying earlier, because it was a mystery box and she didn't want people to know what was inside, we didn't get a description about any of the products. So that glimmer powder, I don't know what it's for. Is it for eyes? Is it for body? Is it for face? Is it for hair? Is it for all of the above? And how am I supposed to use it? And she hasn't come out with anything explaining that, because if that's something that's going to be part of her permanent collection, and I would like to know how to use it correctly, but then even if it's not going to be part of her permanent collection, I would still like to know how to use it correctly, because it's now a product that I paid for and I have, and I want to know how to use it. So I have lipstick on my teeth. I think I did. I think I just cut it off. But yeah, so I know a lot of people don't trust Jaclyn anymore and don't ever want to buy from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I totally get that. I totally understand why you feel that way. Me personally, I have followed Jaclyn for years and years and years and years. She's one of the reasons why I wanted to start a YouTube channel. She's how I learned how to do makeup, pretty much. She's like one of the first people that I really started following, like in the makeup community on YouTube when I was like 13, and I'm 24 now. And so this was something that really interested me, and it was at a really great price, so that's why I purchased it. And so, like, things in the future, I'll just have to wait and see if any of her stuff interests me. If it is things that are going to be part of her permanent collection, I would probably wait until things restock so that I can see other people's reviews about products. So yeah, that's kind of my 2 cents on everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, will you be purchasing from Jaclyn Cosmetics in the future when she starts to release some of her like core products? And now she's going to be in Ulta. Does that give you more incentive to go purchase from them? Does that give you less incentive? Just kind of let me know your thoughts and your feelings. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye everyone.